Hey there, Pyromaniacs. This is another impromptu, unscripted video that I just wanted to kind of make real quick. The last one of these that I made was back when Halo Infinite first came out. I had a lot of thoughts on the multiplayer segment, and I may make another one because not much has changed, but I don't want to get into that today. I want to make a quick unscripted video to just kind of gush about a demo that I've been playing for Final Fantasy Origins Stranger in Paradise, or Stranger in Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. Essentially what this game is it's like a loose retelling, remake, reimagining thing of Final Fantasy 1 into kind of a Dark Souls style, Souls-like type experience, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. To preface, I am not a fan of Souls-likes. I cannot get into Souls-likes. I've tried quite a few different Souls-likes, and none of them have really been able to grab me. I'm not a fan of games that are just difficult for the sake of being difficult. I need a story there. But Stranger in Paradise, or Final Fantasy Origins, I'm just gonna call it Final Fantasy Origins from here on out. Final Fantasy Origins is interesting because it's a Souls-like, but it's a very easy Souls-like. It's definitely a game for people who want to get into Souls-likes, but the learning curve is just a little bit too high, and you just want something to kind of introduce you into the genre. What makes this a bit more of a beginner-friendly Souls-like is that it's very forgiving with, essentially, this game's bonfires, its checkpoints, basically, which in this game are called cubes. Like, you can find these things everywhere. Like, almost every corner has a new set of cubes that you can, save your progress, heal up, and move on. But it's also the fact that this is a Final Fantasy game. You always have a party of characters, always with you. So going into a boss, you always have, this group of AI characters that just always fight alongside you. Which, if you want that extra challenge, you can also just remove those characters from your party and go solo. The game's really flexible in that way, where it's very customizable. You can play it super casually, or you can go full-on hardcore and make it just a very, hardcore Souls-like game. And I really like how much freedom you have there. Outside of the gameplay, you can't really talk about this game unless you talk about the absolutely insane tone of this game. If you know anything about this game, you know that this is a very early 2000s nu metal, grim dark, goofy, over-the-top, nonsensical, I don't even know, it's amazing. But this is the kind of stuff that I kinda love. I love this very over-the-top, grim dark, kind of like Blade, Matrix, type stuff. I love this kind of tone. All this goofy, tongue-in-cheek type, overly serious nonsense. I love it. I love this kind of stuff. So I'm really enjoying the characters. Freaking Jack is a joy with how overly serious he is.
Bullshit.
Also, here's a fun fact about me. My first ever Final Fantasy game that I ever played was Final Fantasy 1, the first Final Fantasy. So before playing this game, I didn't realize just how much nostalgia I had for Final Fantasy 1. Because, yeah, it was my first game, but there's not a lot that goes on in Final Fantasy 1. There's not a lot to be nostalgic for. But the second I started playing this game, I saw Cornelia, and Garland, and Princess Sarah, and, Captain Bouquet. Seeing all of this crazy stuff that I remember from back when I was a kid. I didn't know that I had so much nostalgia for this game, but oh my gosh, it all just flooded back into me. It's so freaking cool. I really don't know why I'm making this video. I don't really consider this a review. It's just kind of a first impressions, I guess, about this game that I'm kind of having a great time with at the moment, even though it's not the full version. It's just the demo. But I guess I can say, if you are, a newcomer to Souls-likes, if you aren't really a big fan of Souls-likes, if Elden Ring seems a little bit too advanced for you, try this game out. It's kind of a budget title, but it's really fun. That being said, as always, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and become a pyromaniac yourself by subscribing. Until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.